Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Lauren from Hot for Food. This is the Hot for Food Kitchen. I am sharing a recipe today for Super Bowl Sunday. Coming up this weekend, Usher is doing halftime show. And you know what? I think Usher would love this recipe for easy vegan pulled pork sliders. This recipe has been on hotforfoodblog.com for a while, but there's no video. And that recipe makes a small portion to make 4 full-size sandwiches. Go ahead and do that. But for Super Bowl Sunday, if you're having a party, which you probably are, just for the snacks, you're gonna wanna add these as little mini sliders. They're so delicious. There's a creamy coleslaw, the little garlic dill pickle chips on top, or whatever you call those sliced pickles. Some people call them bread and butter pickles, I guess. Not the sweet kind, the tangy garlic kind. The pulled pork is made from mushrooms and artichokes, and then you do it all in one pan. You mix the barbecue sauce ingredients in there. So you're making it all from scratch with spices and seasonings. It's very easy. First, let's make our slaw. I just get bagged slaw from the grocery store. It's way easier. I have doubled the amount of the recipe that is on the blog. So it's exactly the way it is, just double everything. So you get your slaw. I had to put it in a bigger bowl. Too much slaw, it all shrinks down actually once you add the vegan mayonnaise, the Dijon mustard, the apple cider vinegar, and salt and pepper. Mix it all up really well, it'll shrink down quite a bit. Throw it in the fridge. This can be made first thing in the morning, and then later when you're having your party in the afternoon, throw the slaw on and it'll be nice and wilted like this. Now you want to prep your veg before you get started cooking the vegan pulled pork. So you slice up your white onions. Then I bought pre-sliced cremini mushrooms, so I didn't have to slice 20 ounces of mushrooms. But then you want to roughly chop them into like small pieces. So just go ahead and do that with a sharp knife. And then the artichokes. Don't get fresh artichokes. As you know, I have a hatred toward fresh artichoke because it just ain't nobody got time to prepare them. I always use jarred or canned artichokes. I like these ones in water. They're whole artichokes in water from Trader Joe's. I use 2 cans. You can also buy these kind that are marinated in like oil and vinegar and stuff. I use those for my crab cake recipe. After you drain out the liquid, then roughly chop them all up into small pieces as well. Here's all your seasonings. Get everything measured and ready at the side of the stove. Now you're gonna get a large pan. Mine actually isn't large enough. It's a 10-inch stainless steel skillet. I love it. However, not big enough. You're gonna need like something at least 14 inches or larger, or do this in 2 pans and split the recipe in half, just because the less you have in the pan, the faster it'll cook. You can do it in a 10-12 inch skillet. I did it. It just takes longer to cook everything down. Heat your oil. Once it's hot, add the sliced onion. These took about 8 minutes to get wilted, softened, and slightly golden from the oil. Then you'll add your mushrooms. See how little room I have? And your minced garlic. That's okay, give it a toss, let it shrink down, let all that water evaporate from the mushrooms. Don't stir them too much. This took about another 8 minutes for me. Your cook time is gonna vary on this, so really you're looking for the look of what this looks like, so just watch this video to see what every stage looks like. Before you add the roughly chopped artichoke, make sure mostly all of the water is evaporated from this onion, garlic, mushroom mixture. Toss that in as well and let that cook down. For me, it was about 10 to 12 minutes until there was no moisture left. So you can see it's very shrunk down here. Now you're gonna add all the seasonings. It's smoked paprika, ground mustard powder, sea salt and ground pepper, tomato paste, soy sauce, brown sugar, and apple cider vinegar. And this is the base of a homemade barbecue sauce. Combine this all up, toss it up really well. Now just spread it out in an even layer and let it cook. This is gonna take 20 to 25 minutes. Again, if you have a larger pan, probably slightly less. You want it to really caramelize and cook, so don't stir it too much. It gets much darker in color, and the taste is perfection. While that's cooking, or just before it's finished, get out your slider buns, slice them in half, place them open face on a baking sheet, toast them if you like. I do like them slightly toasted. 400 for 5-8 minutes. I buttered them up because, you know, nobody likes a dry bun. And now you assemble your sliders. Do this right before your guests are coming and then lay them out on a tray. So you put a little bit of the vegan pulled pork, then the creamy coleslaw, and then the pickle slices. Oh my God. Okay, this makes enough for anywhere from like 18 to 20-ish sliders. If you put slightly less of the pulled pork, you could stretch it to 24. Again, maybe your buns are smaller. Mine are like dinner roll size. Unfortunately, those King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, which I wanted to use, those aren't vegan friendly. If you can find a vegan friendly one or you want to make one from scratch, be my guest. But little tiny slider rolls or dinner rolls work just fine. They're nice and soft. Ooh, ooh, look at the sliders. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm gonna eat the whole platter to myself. Just kidding. Mmm. You don't need to eat meat ever, but especially on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm making a mess. They're very messy. Hand-out napkins, of course. Mmm. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Usher would die for these. Somebody throw Usher the recipe. Can you tell I'm only excited about Usher? I don't know what teams are playing. I guess Taylor Swift's boyfriend is playing. What team is he on? Something like the Chiefs or something? You know what other Super Bowl recipes you need to have at your party? My famous vegan nacho cheese. Goes perfect with this. You can even make it as nachos. I have an easy vegan chili recipe. You could throw that in bread bowls. Hot for Food was made for Super Bowl Sunday snacks, okay? That's my whole vibe. Not the sport part, the food part. All right, well, you probably don't want to listen to me eat because that's like what everyone complains about. If you make this recipe, I would love to see it. Tag me at Hot for Food on social. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, all the things. Head to the link below to get this recipe. Super easy to make the components the day before. Heat up the pulled pork on the stove or in the microwave or whatever just before making the sandwiches. Toast your buns right then as well. So very easy and delicious. So delicious. Good luck to Usher on Sunday. Have fun, y'all, and I will see you soon. Bye.